In the 1980s, Arnold Schwarzenegger's career wasn't just rising, it was exploding. One hit after another, bigger budgets, bigger paychecks, bigger muscles. And the man who launched Arnold straight into orbit was producer Dino De Laurentiis with Conan the Barbarian. Made for $20 million, the film went on to earn nearly $70 million worldwide. A massive success and a defining moment for Schwarzenegger's career. Which makes it all the more ironic that the only real box office failure Arnold had in the entire decade also came courtesy of Dino De Laurentiis. Arnold was famously easy to work with. Unlike most action stars who emerged in the 80s, Sylvester Stallone, Jean-Claude Van Damme, Steven Seagal, Bruce Willis, all of whom were known for inflated egos and constant conflicts on set, Schwarzenegger was almost the opposite. He avoided confrontation, kept things professional, and didn't pick fights. That lack of drama was widely praised. People wanted to work with him, and afterward they usually remembered the experience fondly. But that same good-natured attitude ended up working against him. Schwarzenegger never wanted to appear in Red Sonja. By the mid-80s, he was actively trying to move away from swords, fur cloaks, and fantasy epics. He wanted modern action movies, not another round of barbarian aesthetics. Dino De Laurentiis, however, had other plans. After suffering serious financial trouble following the massive failure of Dune, the producer convinced Schwarzenegger to appear in Red Sonja in what was described as a small role. Arnold agreed purely out of gratitude. De Laurentiis had once given him his big break with Conan, and Schwarzenegger felt he owed him. That goodwill would soon be exploited. Arnold wasn't expecting any kind of trick. Neither he nor his agents paid close attention to the contract. No one pushed back. No one insisted on proper wording. As a result, Schwarzenegger essentially signed a blank contract. For his role in Red Sonja, he was set to earn less than he had made on Conan the Barbarian. Back then, Conan paid Arnold $250,000. Meanwhile, Commando, released the same year as Red Sonja, earned him $1.5 million. Things escalated quickly. When Arnold arrived in Italy for filming, he expected to stay for about a week. Exactly what he had agreed to. Instead, after that week was over, he was simply not allowed to leave. What was originally supposed to be two brief appearances, one at the beginning of the film and one at the end, suddenly became something else entirely. A romantic subplot was added, and Arnold's role was massively expanded. Not wanting to start an open conflict right away, Schwarzenegger stayed. In total, he spent almost a month on set. Years later, Arnold would say that the situation looked bad, but that the shoot itself wasn't particularly miserable. According to industry rumors, De Laurentiis made this move because he failed to secure the rights to use Conan in Red Sonja. Legal issues forced him to abandon that idea. And since selling a movie to audiences with a brand new character who only appears for 5 minutes would have been nearly impossible, the decision was made to quietly turn Schwarzenegger into the film's main attraction. None of this helped De Laurentiis financially. When Red Sonja reached theaters, it flopped hard. With a budget of $17 million, the film earned only $7 million at the US box office. Today, Red Sonja is officially considered the only box office failure of Arnold Schwarzenegger's entire 80s run. The film received 3 Golden Raspberry Award nominations. Brigitte Nielsen was nominated for Worst Actress and also named Worst New Star. Sandahl Bergman received a nomination for Worst Supporting Actress. Schwarzenegger himself considers Red Sonja one of the worst films he ever made. According to Arnold, he used to scare his children by putting the movie on when they were little. Maria Shriver, who was Arnold's wife at the time of the film's release, later recalled that at the premiere of Red Sonja, she told him that if this movie didn't destroy his career, then he would never need to worry about future failures, because nothing else could possibly threaten it. The story didn't end there. After returning to the United States, Schwarzenegger, unhappy about being taken advantage of, demanded the termination of his contract with Dino De Laurentiis, which was supposed to include 3 more films. The problem was that his appearance in Red Sonja was officially classified as a cameo, and therefore didn't count as a contractual role. The contract had been drafted so poorly that, on paper, it looked like Arnold hadn't actually fulfilled it. despite clearly playing a full-fledged character. Had the case gone to court, it almost certainly would have favored Schwarzenegger. Calling his role in Red Sonja a cameo would have been ridiculous. Even a blind person could see that. In the end, negotiations led to a compromise. The 3-film deal was replaced with a commitment to just one future De Laurentiis production, the action movie Raw Deal. Before Schwarzenegger joined the project, Raw Deal was a very different film. It featured almost no action and focused primarily on the day-to-day work of an undercover police officer. Once Arnold signed on, the script was heavily rewritten, with 2 large-scale action sequences added to the finale. At the box office, Raw Deal performed better than Red Sonja, but not by much. Still, thanks to its modest $8 million budget, the film managed to break even. This wasn't enough to save Dino De Laurentiis from bankruptcy, but for Arnold, it marked the end of an era. He finally became contractually free. And from that point on, he never again signed multi-picture deals. In 2025, Millennium Films released a remake of Red Sonja. The film turned out to be so spectacular that it received almost no theatrical release anywhere in the world, went straight to streaming platforms, and currently boasts a stunning audience score of 4 out of 10. So, let's place our bets. Will we live long enough to see yet another failed attempt to adapt Red Sonja? Give it another 40 years, and maybe we'll get to laugh about it all over again. But before that, it's unlikely anyone will dare to touch this character again. That was Frameback. See you on the next Rewind.